Afternoon, everybody. We'll start in a couple of minutes here, give everybody a chance to get in, and then we'll kick off our webinar session today. Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Webinar Wednesday, brought to you by XenTegra. Today we have a very good guest with us. Lenovo is here. Ron will be here discussing Lenovo further with each of you. Before we get into Ron's presentation, I want to go over a quick introduction of XenTegra and myself, if you're not aware of who we are. Okay. Also want to mention today, we will be having a giveaway for attendees, and anybody who attends this webinar session. You go ahead and email our marketing@XenTegra.com. The first 4 people who schedule a follow-up meeting off of this webinar, and be sure to reference Lenovo webinar in your subject line, will receive a Amazon gift card. So take advantage of that if you want to hear some more information and have some detailed conversations, deeper dives with our resources and Lenovo's team. Definitely a good chance for you to take up the offer on that. With that said, XenTegra, who we are a reseller services and solutions. We also do our own hosting environment within our own cloud. So we range with our solutions of professional services within your environment, hosting with our cloud environment, public cloud infrastructures, as well as management of those environments if you need us to manage your on-prem environments. We work within that digital workspace environment, really that ecosystem that revolves around EUC, your security, the disruptive technologies that are out there, as well as your security solutions and user enhancement and performance. So we handle all of that platform as far as our solutions that we drive. We were founded by Andy Whiteside, who came from Citrix. He believed that there was a void within the partner community, and it really focuses around enablement. And that's our main focus here. We work to enable you. We enable you to provide better solutions for your users, your customers that are out there, making sure that you have that chance to look at the business strategy, to look at solution strategies for those users, and make sure that you're on the latest and greatest cutting edge solutions to make sure that the productivity is boosted and it is a secure environment. When we talk about a professional services side of the house, we don't work within a vacuum. Like I said, we're major focus on enablement. And with that enablement side of the house comes with making sure that you understand and know the solutions that we're delivering. And we can even take that a step further and work with structured learning sessions and being able to work for those certifications for those solutions we provide. So it's that entire environment, how you're handling it, and those solutions you're delivering within that virtual workspace solution that you provide to your users. I'm John Splone. I'm a solutions architect with XenTegra. I've been here for a little over a year now. Recently came from Citrix, where I worked, keyword, enablement. I handled global training as far as Citrix solutions, and Citrix in the cloud, as well as Citrix Cloud Solution and EUC solutions in the cloud platform delivery, whether it's hosted or in the public cloud. I've got experience within the industry for over 25 plus year. I've worked in everything, you name it. Started up from the admin side of the house all the way to consultant, architecture, and also trainer. Focus on a lot of dad jokes. I got those out there, plenty of those. Make my kids feel really annoyed with me. Got 3 of the geeklings sitting out there. And then I find that balance between work and my geek and nerdum. So if we ever run into each other, please feel free. Vast knowledge, so we can have a conversation about anything you want from tech all the way to the nerd world. Oh, so with that, Ron, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to you. You with us, Ron? There
Yeah.
we go.
Hold on.
Also want to bring up, if there's any questions, please make sure that you enter those in the Q&A section. We'll address those as they come up, and Ron and I will try to get you a solution or an answer to that question. And then if we need to dig deeper, we'll take that offline. Okay.
Okay, well, good morning, everybody. I'm Ron Barwick. I am the data platform specialist for storage here in the Southeast. I'm actually out of Atlanta. And I've been in this business over 40 years with that background that's pretty extensive, which I'll share with you in a minute. But one of the things that I kind of want to start off with is what you're going to hear today is probably the best kept secret in the industry, and specifically about Lenovo. And, you know, everybody knows us about, you know, laptops, you know, servers, right? That's kind of our bread and butter, if you will. So, but there is a storage platform, a multiple of them that we offer, and that this is what we're going to review today. And what you're going to hear is, you know, my dad always told me that, you know, you hear something that's too good to be true, guess what? 99% of the time, it's too good to be true. Well, this is the 1% time that it is true. So this is, you know, pretty exciting, what we have to offer both to our partners and our customers, which really changes the game. So basically what happened is in September 4 years ago, we actually shipped our first product. And what that product was a engineered product jointly with NetApp. So we actually use the network appliance OS on tap. And they came to us and they said, listen, we want to go after the medium to small business, and we want to separate our business delivery model that where we can focus on, you know, the bigger customers, right? The 80% of the customers that do, or 20% of the customers that do 80% of the business. So that's how we initially got involved. So this is a basically NetApp product. It is Lenovo logoed. We actually sit side by side in engineering. We provide you know, the hardware, right, to and run their ONTAP OS, you know, on our hardware, you know, specifically to give, you know, advanced feature functionality, performance, and so forth and so on. So, you know, what that does really for, you know, our customers, the real value is, you know, NetApp's a 25-year proven storage technology. You know, it just gives us instant credibility. There's no risk, right? That product's been vetted for years. My personal brand and reputation, along with my architects here at Lenovo, had been at the biggest of big, you know, through their career from back in the day in the 90s, Sun Microsystems, EMC, IBM, NetApp. And we've got, you know, together 65 years of architecting solutions. What really matters, I think, probably more than anything, right, besides having no risk, is the cost. So what Lenovo does, and you'll hear this because we've got some other offerings with data storage products as well, is our model is totally different than, like, for example, an EMC Dell. EMC Dell uses a model of like just in time, right? Get that product, manage that product, to the nth degree, down to where they don't inventory product, right? They rely, in Walmart and a lot of the big retailers, Home Depot and so forth, do the same thing. We took a different strategy. We said, you know what? We're going to go ahead and buy in advance huge, large quantities, but we want large discounts. So you're guaranteed revenue. And what that does, it allows us to offer the same product at 30 to 50% less. So you can get an OEM, basically, storage product from Lenovo that is the same as NetApp, and you'll see there's a table that I'll take you through later. The specific model number, right, of NetApp versus our product, and you'll buy it for 30 to 50% less. And the beauty is, though, because you're buying from the server manufacturer and the server dollars that we sell, I mean, we're a $70 billion company now. I mean, I think IBM is only maybe 72 at this point, right? So we're huge. And because of that, because we offer even VMware, right, networking, right, all the switches, all the storage, everything you need, it's a single point of contact for single end-to-end support. We're, superior hardware, that's kind of a no-brainer. We've got, some of the biggest customers from Walmart, Home Depot, it goes on and on, that use our servers specifically because of the technology, the memory that you can, scale it to, even the latest and greatest, NVMe drives and supported and so forth. So and hence why we're doing so well. So with that, we try to really, like any big, server, storage networking company, really look at, complex infrastructure and have the support there to help our end users and our partners integrate, the solutions into their environment to speed up operations, right? Really give you best in class. So with that, it really kind of replaces, the more inflexible legacy storage that you get from, other customers. We unify, block, right, file, object, all in one product, which is our DM product, just like NetApp does. We have a family of products to meet any need and any price point. And like I say, price-wise, we can't be beat because of what we do. And there's a risk in doing that, right? We buy that, we have to be careful. We have to make sure we sell it. So, but it's a completely different model, going to market. So one of the things that I spoke of earlier, right, because it's NetApp, and you look at NetApp on the Gartner Magic Quadrant, right? It's very high. It's a leader, right? Up in the right top corner, gives us that instant credibility. We have, it's true enterprise storage, from hybrid to multi-cloud. We've got utility consumption models, which I'll take you through later here in a minute. Total integrated server storage, virtual, VMware, containers infrastructure. A lot of people are going to containers now. We've got different models, which I'll take you through in a minute, that give you both, one that does just block for high performance, low cost, for specific environments, and then that unified product. Okay, some of the awards recently, we were actually ranked number 9 as in total reliability, or number 10, I'm sorry, in total reliability, customer sat, and HPC global supply chain. We're actually, the global supply chain, we were ranked 9, and there was only one other storage vendor, and that was Cisco, that was ranked ahead of us because Cisco integrates products. We talked about the NetApp strategic partnership, and then also there's a big commitment in China as well with NetApp to expand the market. We were just ranked Product of the Year 2021 last year for storage for small to medium business, what we typically focus on. Not to say that we don't sell to the large customers as well. So that was pretty exciting, considering we've only offered the product a little less than 4 years. So with that, I want to take you through some of those specific solutions. So, we've got, typical SAN storage, right? Block storage, which is our DE series line. Then we got that unified, NAS, SAN, S3 protocol, right? Object storage, right? Which is our DM series. And then we've got a whole list of software-defined products from WEC-IO, VAST Data, Cloudian, IBM Spectrum Scale. We also sell that, integrate it, and give you that one point of contact, right, to call up for support from hybrid cloud, right? HPC solutions, the networking, right? We OEM and sell packaged, Brocade, now Broadcom, switches. We have disk expansion, right? All the backup management. We actually resell and integrate Veeam and Commvault. So you can buy all that on one order, right? Specifically from one vendor. And then we track all that and support all that. So a little bit about this DM series, right? This NAS, SAN, object unified storage. All the enterprise features are there, from snapshots, tiering, mirroring. And if you're familiar with NetApp, right, and that 25-year technology, they've got, my opinion, as good, if not the best software in the industry right now. Some of the things you can do with cloud, the ability to, the system automatically will tell you for this workload that you should send it to this cloud provider. It might be Google, right? Amazon, right? IBM, whatever that cloud provider is. It will know, right? Specifically, you answer about 10 questions, and then it takes that, it prices it out and tells you, oh, this workload for this performance need, for this capacity need of data, this, this is where you want to go, right? Incredibly easy, very little keystrokes in that hybrid cloud environment so that you can get the most effective use of your money. So the DM series, obviously, because it can do all that, right, is, it can do block as well, right, because it's unified. It's not as good as performing. So if your biggest, application is a high performance database application, then you probably want to go to the DE series. Sorry about that. And that DE series, we lost the slide. Well, I'll just talk to it. So that's the all block protocol device. It's about 5 times as less. It's about 10 cents a gig or $100 a terabyte, right, of usable capacity. It is great for backup, archive, right, low cost, high speed, 100 microsecond access time. Huge in government applications, really in any application where you need large storage capacity for a very small price. So specifically, this DM product, right? There's a number of different models. This is kind of the table that we go through as we look at your environment and we look at your needs, right? And what you need to give you the specific product, to meet those needs. And then the product mapping, this is very specific, right? one-to-one, right? You got the Lenovo product, on the left, and then we can map that right to specifically a NetApp product that you might have or that you're familiar with, or that you got quotes on, right? So we can easily move you to that. And all the features, it's all the same software, everything's the same except the price is less. So one of the things that we did recently is we, and this is within the last month, we actually now have added some products that, in typical data management, unified file block, applications, right, where it makes sense, EMC Isilon, the NetApp series product, our product, fits that need well, right? But if you get into heavy research and development, like St. Jude's up in Memphis, for example, children's research trying to find a cure for cancer, right? They have huge amounts of data that they have to go through. So, parallel file systems are needed, right, for the performance. Any type of research R&D, right, is huge. Whether it's healthcare, government, you have it. So that's where these other products are much faster. I mean, the Weka product, for example, is about 100 times faster at no more cost. Now, it doesn't have all the data management capabilities, right, of the Lenovo NetApp product, but if you want the high speed, the parallel file system, this is a product that now we sell and support specifically. It actually, their software then runs on our servers, full NVMe drives, to give you incredible speed and performance. And VAST as well. VAST is a product that really fits more of still faster, but scales so much easier and so much faster. And that's an appliance. You actually buy the hardware and software together. And then we got Cloudian as well that we put on our servers, which is another, high speed, NAS, device specific for analytics, another product. So as we talk to you and figure out what your needs are, right, we'll look at the different products. We're almost like a reseller, if you will, in that regard, right, to make sure we give you the best product at the best price to meet those needs. And then, the typical go-to is the IBM Spectrum sale. That's the old IBM GPFS Global Parallel File System that's been out there for years and years. We also package that and sell that with our servers. So we cover all the software-defined products. We wrap that in an integrated solution of servers, networking, and software to give you that complete solution. And then we have, different ways to, like I had mentioned earlier, to actually procure the product, right? So instead of it just being a CapEx purchase, you can actually do a pay-as-you-go. So we would put the product in, we would charge you for the data used per month, right? Kind of, like you do with Amazon, for example, right? As you put applications into the cloud. And that gives you, great flexibility to spin up your applications, to add capacity on the fly. And it can be on-prem as well as on-prem and cloud, as well as just cloud. So another way to go, right? We call that the infinite storage, right? Architecture. And with that, you get all these different things, right? All of these services, from installation, deployment, right? All the best practices, the monitoring, we monitor all that. We proactively manage it all. There's a customer portal, right, for questions. And we actually dedicate to your environment a success manager. We provide, we schedule typically once a quarter minimally reviews, health reviews, and update you, right, as different things are coming out and changing, and upgrades, to software, hardware, what have you. And then, we obviously meter it, we bill it on the consumption you use. So we put that on the floor, right, on our dollar, right, a whole system, And then as you use it, you get billed. So that really is the essence, right, of, what we're offering today. So I'll take any questions at this time.
Sure, Ron. Not seeing anything at the moment, nothing in Q&A or chat. Is there any questions anybody has to ask with Ron? Okay. I'm going to take back over here real quick, Ron. We got the crickets kicking in, everybody. I know it's afternoon, but let's go. All right. So with that, if there's no questions at this time, I just want to bring up a few little reminders real quick. And Ron, I really do appreciate sharing with us today. I do want to point out upcoming events for XenTegra. Our webinars, we have EPOS on 7/20 at 1 p.m., Bitdefender 7/27 at 1 p.m. Our workshops, we have our Nerdio workshop, which I host with Vadim, CEO at Nerdio. That'll be this Friday at 12 p.m. to 1:30. So if you want to attend and get some information about Nerdio and AVD, please sign up and join us. We have our Florida XenTegra user group, Lunch and Learn, on the 21st. This will also be virtual. This will be covering Deep Instinct and Titanium. We have our iGel workshop at July 28th, 11 to 1 p.m. And ignore the other ones. I forgot to remove those, but that's our upcoming events. I also want to remind everybody, if you email marketing@XenTegra.com, the first 4 attendees who were actually in attendance today, and put the reference of Lenovo webinar in the subject line to set up a follow-up meeting, will receive a free Amazon gift card. Again, what I would like to say is, Ron, thank you so much for helping us out today. I appreciate you coming in. I look forward to having some deeper discussions in the future. And with that, I want to thank everybody for another Webinar Wednesday, and we will see you next week.